Hello, blessings and greetings, my angels. Thank you for joining me, Sacred Sagittarius, Angels, Answers All. This is your monthly general overall energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of May. We're first going to start out with our spiritual message to jumpstart the month. Heavenly Father, bless this space and all those that come to this channel and to this reading. May we have a beautiful, energetic, and prosperous month of May. Thank you, and thank you. The best solution may be the obvious one. The best solution may be the obvious one. Is there a deadline or something that you're planning and you have several options, or you're a little confused as to what decision to make or what choice to go upon? Well, that is your answer coming from the angels and the universe. The best solution may be the obvious one. And the reason why they say the obvious one is because sometimes when we're in a situation, or if you have the opportunity to read the Lenormand reading that I'm going to be uploading, it talked about you having a key to opportunities, things manifesting in your life. Sometimes when we have more than one choice, it might seem obvious what the choice might be, and then again, it might not. Sometimes we overthink it because, again, we're not ready. We want that blessing, but we don't know what to do with it or how to accept it when we do receive it. So I do believe the universe saying that the best solution may be the obvious one. Don't overthink it. Sometimes it's that first initial thought that your intuition and your gut feeling that is giving you. It's the most simplest choice. But you complicate it by, listening to other people's opinions or adding more in, because you think the more options you give yourself, or the more choices, the better decision you're going to make. No, sometimes keeping it simple to one or two choices, or just going with your first gut feeling, is the right answer. So I love that spiritual message for us. This space has been blessed and prayed for. The couples have been shuffled and prayed over. This is your May general monthly reading, and it's going to be followed by your May general monthly love reading, and then we'll follow up with all the first start of the month general readings that I've done already, and the ones that I will continue doing regarding love and your careers and finances. Of course, I will continue to put this content out here as long as you promise to share, like, comment, and most of all, subscribe and tell others about the channel. Okay, let's first get into energies, like what's going on, Sagittarius, in the world around Sagittarius. What are the messages of what's going on in the world? Not only just in your community, but around the world, because, we're all interconnected, and we have to be reminded of that. Sometimes we close our eyes and we pretend like, oh, that's their problem over there. That's not my problem. But let me tell you, it all trickles down. It all becomes a domino effect. Could be today, me, and tomorrow, you. So let's see what we get as far as energy. Security cameras we get. Surveillance record. Evidence of a scandal. Mainstream news. A lot of things are being said and not being said in mainstream news that you probably should and shouldn't listen to. Just because it's mainstream news doesn't mean necessarily that it's honest or it's valid or that it's not opinionated. So kind of watch what you absorb and how much you take in from mainstream news, especially if you're the type of person to maybe have anxiety, or you take it to the extreme. Take it in doses, and again, don't just jump to the conclusion that everything that they say is gospel. There could be some news regarding security cameras, or things being filmed, people being filmed, or things being filmed that situations that people were not aware of, and they might come into light. So it could be like a lot of exposés going on, exposing maybe people in the world or in your circle. If you have a security camera, this could be a sign also for you to make sure that your batteries are charged, your security cameras are up to par, everything's working, it's in focus, the volume is correct, it turns on when it's supposed to. If you have power outages, or if your Wi-Fi, and all that other type of power that you need to keep it going goes out, make sure it's back on. Make sure you check with your vendor, your security camera vendor, if there's any changes in your agreement, or if you need a wider scope of coverage, especially for those of you who might be having those new opportunities coming to you, where you might be getting a new home, a bigger home, where you might need a bigger spread of coverage, more rooms, more acres of land to protect. So just be alert, and also be alert to the fact that when you're out there in the street, we're all on cameras. There's cameras everywhere, and a lot of people be wilding out and doing dumb stuff. So be aware of your surroundings. Everything now, especially with the internet and social media, is a click away. Surveillance record. Your security camera should be keeping records of the footage that it's doing for your home. Check on it. You never know when you might need that history to help a fellow neighbor, or to help yourself in solving a situation. So keep good records, and that's why it's important to make sure that your security stuff is working and functional. And I'm even sensing this is saying not only at home, but in your office. Be careful what you say and do. So many people work in areas where you're under cameras, and don't say something you're not supposed to say, or do something that you're not supposed to do. So again, just think of it that you're always being watched 24/7. And I think with that, that's kind of like the new norm. And you should adjust and act accordingly. Evidence of a scandal. Why? Because like I said, now everyone has cameras. They have cameras on glasses. Now they have every type of surveillance. People are under surveillance and don't even realize that they are. And they can use this content to create scandals, or to tarnish your name, to tarnish your brand, whatever the case may be. So just beware of that. It could be you, or it could be people around you in your family. It could make the mainstream news, right? You could find a neighbor or someone that got caught on camera doing something. They were under surveillance and didn't know it, and now it's created a scandal, and you see your neighbor or your family member on TV. So that type of thing. In the middle of the deck, we get airborne toxins. This time of the year, you might want to start maybe putting on your mask again, or just be careful of the allergies. Especially after what happened a few years ago, a lot of people find now that when they have colds and stuff like that, it tends to linger longer. And some of us are really just sensitive. When you get older, you're sensitive to certain scents and stuff like that. Especially summertime, when people are, spraying stuff on their grass, all those type of things. It's not good for you or your pet. So just be aware of the things that you breathe, or if you smell a chemical or something in the air and it doesn't seem right to you, get a mask, seek help or ask questions, because you never know what's going on in the air around us, okay? There's so many pollutants and stuff like that. So be very, again, alert of your surroundings, Sagittarius. At the bottom of the deck, support role. Many of you might find yourself this month the center of attraction. You might be called in a support role, not only in your career, but you might have to step in to take the lead of something in your family. The reading that I just did for you with the Lenormand, we were talking about the dog energy, not only about us loving our pets unconditionally, but also the fact that some of you might have an opportunity to travel or to move, and maybe your pet might not be able, in particular your dog, might not be able to go with you right away. And this could be because, again, you have this important role that you have to do. It could be a role considering your job, or it could be a role where you have to leave to take care of a situation, and someone has to take care of your dog. So again, you're going to be called to step into a situation. You might not be ready for it. And for some of you, you might be caught off guard, but a lot of you, I kind of feel this is something that it was inevitable. You just didn't know the timing of when it was going to happen. We We also get deep listening. This is a time this month where a lot of you need to really listen carefully to what is being said to you. When people talk to us, we have a tendency sometimes to we pretend that we're listening, but we tend to drift off. Deeply listen to the conversations and what people are telling you. People could be telling you things that you need to know. They might be telling you inner secrets and inner truths that they won't and haven't shared with anyone else. And it might be some information in what they're telling you that you might need later. Let me see what else this book says about deep listening. It's talking about the silence. Some of you could have suffered a silence in your life recently. You could have shunned yourself away from family and friends, maybe because of a situation. Maybe you were called again to take care of a situation and it took you out of the scope of everyone else, and it kind of put you by yourself. And you've had time to really not only listen to others, but I feel this is a time when you're also deeply listening to yourself, Sagittarius. With Thirsty Earth, as you listen to others deeply and you listen to yourself more passionately, your desires for what you truly want are going to come to you. They're going to be more visual. They're going to be more demanding. The things that you used to settle for before, you no longer will settle or desire. You're going to have a new thirst, a new energy, and a new desire to be successful, to be happy, to experience life, to live life, and to be fun. But sometimes life, as you know, it can be very busy where we burn the candles at both ends. Take time to make the right decisions, not only for you, but for your health. Don't let yourself get burnt out. Don't get so thirsty or so passionate to do so many things with that fiery spirit that we have that you miss the small important things in life, that you burn yourself out, that you don't have energy to enjoy the moments in truth and now. With the energy of Twilight Shadow, I do feel for some of you, what's coming into the surface is the things of your past or the things that you have hidden that you've tried really hard to keep under wraps, but now they're slowly twinkling out. You can no longer hide the energy or what you feel about this dark side of you, or this feeling that you don't like, or this action that you do that you don't like. It's now time for you to concentrate, to bring it forth, and to really understand why you feel this way. Why are you so shady in this particular way, or act shady, or why you feel this sense of gloom in your life. When you take time to listen to others and you learn to passionately listen to your inner voice, your thirst for love, for life, will open up the opportunities for you to work on your shadow self and other things that you really wish to understand and to move through and to live through in your life. We get repelled. Some of you might find yourself moving away from situations, or repelling, meaning pushing yourself away or blocking yourself, stopping others from coming forth. You are setting boundaries. You're maturing. You're growing in wisdom. You know what you want. And more importantly, Sagittarius, in this month of May, you know what you don't want. There's a lot of things that might have, flipped your ghost and was your cup of tea a few months ago, a few days ago even, but now the sight or sound of a particular person's voice, or the sound or scent of a certain smell now repels you. You're indifferent to a lot of things now that are going on. You've got a tough skin, Sagittarius, but you've also got a gracious heart, and you try to be indifferent to other people's differences in life. You try not to pick sides. With the energy of forbidden, there are still things, though, that you forbid yourself to fall prey to. There's certain people and energies that you forbid yourself to get involved with. You are very cautious along your journey now more than ever. The stakes are higher. With the card of Solemn, the month of May for many of you could be a time where you have that inner peace, like I said, to have those deep conversations with yourself, to talk to yourself, to communicate with others, to listen more attentively. In the middle of the deck, disbelief. There could be something that's going to happen out of the blue this month that is so unexpected that you will be in disbelief. It's like someone tells you something and you are listening attentively, right? You are listening with intention, but you in your ears cannot believe what you're hearing. You're in total disbelief. So there is going to be some information, a conversation. It could be a verbal conversation. It could come to you in a text, but you are going to be in total disbelief of what is being said to you. And you might be ashamed about what is being said. So this could be someone could be telling you something about someone that you love. They could be talking and bringing a truth or a knowledge to you about your partner, a family member, a co-worker. They could be just telling you the truth about yourself. They could be speaking on a secret that you had that is no longer a secret. Maybe you thought it was a secret, but no, it's to you. They've always known the secret, and now you know they know the secret. And the secret brings some type of shame. So the disbelief that all this time you thought no one knew, and now it's out in the open. Someone has confronted you and spilled the beans that they know what the secret is that you're holding. And it's a secret that you do feel ashamed. You feel ashamed of what the secret contains, but you're also more ashamed now that you've been living your life a certain way to protect yourself from the embarrassment of this shame. But meanwhile, it seems like the secret has already been out. Maybe the secret is that you're the only one that thinks it's a secret. So watch that energy around that. Let's see energetically where you are with your energy this month. Some of you are feeling unfulfilled. You're not excited. Nothing's happening. You feel incomplete. You know, maybe things aren't the spice of life for you. You're dull. You're bored. You need more excitement. You know, we're a fire sign. So like if you put water on us, right, or you blow out our flame, we might feel incomplete. So you might feel incomplete or unfulfilled. Maybe you feel like you've lived out your purpose, or you're struggling to find your purpose. That's followed with receptive. So for many of you who feel unfulfilled, or you feel a sense of loss, you feel a sense of desire for answers or truth or direction, you are open to the universe. You're holding out your hands to God and to the universe. Say, God, bless me with foresight. Bless me with energy. Bless me with the knowledge of the direction of what it is that I need to do to make myself happy, to help others, to feel that I'm living my purpose or an extension of. So as long as you're open and accepting to receiving, the universe will beckon your call. You have to welcome the love of spirit, the love of God, the love of mankind. Even when you feel unfulfilled, you should still be happy enough and be receptive enough to whatever God is going to put your way, whatever he's going to bless you with. He knows what he's doing, okay? With the energy of, wow, we get ashamed again. So definitely, what did you do, Sagittarius? What have you done? What are you being scolded about? What truth is coming out that you are ashamed? You feel unworthy. Someone is humiliating you. Is there a secret that is coming out? Again, like I said, you think it's a secret, but it's only a secret to you because it's been out. Are you ashamed because the secret is known? Or are you more ashamed that it was a secret to begin with? Let's just see what's in the middle of the deck. Peaceful. For some of you, you know, the good thing about a secret, once it's out, it's no longer a secret. And for many of us, when we have secrets, we live with shame, we live with bitterness, and even when a secret is out, we feel even more ashamed. But when a secret is finally out, especially when you find out the secret's been out for a while, it does bring you a certain peace. It brings you a certain closure. So even though you might be embarrassed and ashamed, right? You might feel like a fool. In the long run of it all, you're going to feel calm and peaceful and find yourself back to center, because it'll be like a load and relief off your back. So it's a blessing. It's difficult, it's challenging, it might be embarrassing, but like I said, in the end, it's going to be a blessing. Oh, I'm using this very old deck. I like to use it once in a while. Let's see what we get from May messages. Well, we get the Seven of Gabrielle. Stand up for what you believe in, Sagittarius. Have confidence and claim your personal power this month. So reach out to Archangel Gabrielle if you feel low, if your vibration is off, if you feel ashamed, right? You could still stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence in yourself, even when you do make mistakes or you falter. With the energy of the Page of Michael, an exciting new challenge may be coming towards you this month. You have what it still takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So we did get in the Lenormand reading the chance of a key opportunity coming to you. So for many of you, there could be some key opportunities and some big changes coming in your life. Exciting new changes and challenges, right? Because they're unexpected or you're not ready for it. So it could be challenging. But make sure before you sign or commit to things or you accept payments or payouts or any type of agreements that you read the fine print. With the energy of the moon, Archangel Haniel is reminding us that the opportunity is coming for many of you to improve your plans. Listen to your gut feeling first, your intuition, for the most accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. So the opportunity is coming not only for your plans to be successful, but also to improve on existing plans and future plans that you have coming. At the bottom of the deck with the World card, our beautiful Archangel Michael, who protects us so gallantly. A very happy ending is in the near future, bringing your life full circle in a particular situation where you will have spiritual growth and insight. So even in the times when you're embarrassed, you feel weak, you feel unfulfilled, there are things that are going to happen in your life that are going to give you a completion, that's going to bring you full center, bring you full circle, and it's all going to make sense. In the middle of the deck with the energy of justice, Archangel Raguel reminds you that for fighting for justice and equality, if you are in any particular situation with law or any type of legal decisions, he is fighting on your behalf so that you win. The win is in your favor. So do not give up. Even when things might seem, kind of not going the right way, you feel unfulfilled, you feel like you've lost your purpose. Maybe this secret is tied into this legal case, right? Don't give up. Have faith. The universe and all the angels are working on your behalf. Let's go to this deck for this month and see what we get. Dream big, Sagittarius. Let your desires expand. There's no limit to what you can create in your life. You can accomplish far more than you ever imagined possible. So dream big, Sagittarius. Don't let anything or anyone get in your way. Celebrate fear's presence. When fear arises this month, Sagittarius, know that it's actually helping you to level up. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. Fear is the indicator that amazing things are on their way if you're brave enough to do them. So I love that. Dream big. Don't have any fears. Those fears are just preparing you for the big things that are going to happen in your life. Now let's tap into the tarot to close out. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, there's money and opportunity of luck and money. Things come in full circle for many of you. Could be settlements in a legal case, or again, these opportunities that were unexpected or that you've been praying for finally coming to manifest. For many of you, you're looking to where your next site is, your next opportunity, or if you are blessed with money and growth and opportunities, where it is that you're going next, or where you want to take yourself next upon your journey. We also feel that for many of you, there's still so much. There's still secrets in your life that you're holding. There could be plans that you're making or things that are working in your favor, but you don't want to share with everyone right now. And I get it, because you don't want to jinx it, so that's perfectly okay. So there are times when secrets are good to keep, because they protect you and they protect what it is that you're trying to manifest. Do see many of you really making calculated decisions, which are going to lead you to victories. Like I said, not only victories when it comes to cases, which is victories in life. You know, you're not getting older just to get older. You're getting older and you're becoming wiser, and you're moving in a much better way. You're balancing your life better. You're putting things in priority. Here's the Star card again, reminding you of the hope that you have in the process of life, the hope that you have in yourself. There's always going to be the opportunity where people will try to give you help or give you insight or send you false or vague messages. Be careful from who you get your insight from, because not all friendships are as true as they seem to be. Many of you are strong, that it's your strength that is going to get you through. Your strength has helped you build a financial platform for many of you. You have a good nest egg. And there's more opportunities. So I do feel some of you, as far as your career, your finances, people are attracted to your talents and your ability to make money or to make things manifest, celebrating your wins with you. Again, giving you opportunities. This could be people who are giving you more money, more, how do you say the word? More capital towards your business, right? Or your industry, because they believe in you. This could be your investors. You could have made them money, so now they want to give you even more money to invest. For some of you, it does mean you might have to walk away from certain people or certain transactions or certain ways of life, because as you move up the corporate ladder, or as you move further along your journey, like I mentioned in the Lenormand reading, not everyone can go with you. We grow out of situations, we grow out of relationships, right? As you grow, you'll evolve, and not everyone is meant to be there for those blessings. At the bottom of the deck, you are going to be doing quite well financially. For those of you who do have that leadership role that we started out with the reading, you are going to be looked upon, because not only are you financially wealthy where you can take care of yourself, but you're the type of person that gives to the community. I can see many of you starting foundations or giving grants to people, helping, the people in your community, in your church. So you're really going to do good things, and the more good things you do, the more that you are going to be blessed. One more final card for the month of May. Some of you will have some plans that you'll have to put on hold. Let's see why. Okay, some plans might have to be put on hold, but with the Tower card in the reverse, it's because certain things that you want to do or certain connections, the players or the things aren't aligned yet. Everything has to be like a perfect storm, and there's certain things that you want to do that certain people, or like I said, certain things or decisions haven't been made yet. So some of the things that you want to manifest this month, you are going to have to put on hold. It's not going to happen right away, and it might be somewhat of a delay. So just be patient. When things don't happen as you feel they should, take it as a sign that it's the universe protecting you or blocking you from something that could end up being a bad thing. Let's close with one more card. Temptation. Could be keeping you away from fighting temptation. So I know sometimes, especially for my Sagittariuses who are very goal-oriented, you're a go-getter, you want what you want, especially when you're successful and you feel like the world is your oyster. It's easy to fall prey to temptation Watch those fast talkers, those people who see you coming up, see you doing well, and they want a piece of the pie, right? Be careful of that temptation. That's why sometimes God will block certain projects and things from going on or happening in your life, even though you, for all intended purposes, it should be a go, because he sees the people